Ah! Hey everybody, welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today we're continuing with the crypto series and we're talking about Digibyte. Yep, we're talking about Digibyte again. Last week I made a bold claim in this video, check it out. And this week I'm gonna back up some of that claim, but I also have some questions. I've been doing some detective work, folks. I'm like a Perry Mason, you know what I mean? I'm like a Philip Marlowe, like a Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura, the Digibyte detective. Alrighty then, let's get into it. First off, let's just recap really quick. If you missed my previous few videos, I've been speculating. You know, there's a guy named, I think his name is Ricky. A guy named Ricky commented on Twitter about how I'm just speculating. Well, hey, Ricky, you're right. I am just speculating, but it's all basically based in facts. Let's see why I'm speculating, then let's support my speculation, and then in the end, let's do some more damn speculation. So this one's for you, Ricky. So, okay, first off, let's just talk about this. So we all got started with a lot of tweets from the Digibyte Foundation. You got Rudy Bouwman and you have a guy named Hans. Hans and Rudy. Hans and Rudy. Hello, Hans. Oh man, this is fun. Ricky, Hans, and Rudy. All right, so Rudy tweeted recently on July 8th, I have been teasing a lot, etc., etc., etc. Within 8 weeks, things will be clear what's been in the works since June of last year. Hang in there, trust me, right? And then throughout the summer, we've also seen things like, oh, it's gonna be a hot summer and brace for impact. So there's been a lot of teasing or dangling, like we like to call it over here at the ReCoop. Call Rudy the Dangler. If you're new to this channel, Rudy Bouwman is the Dangler, and he's about to dip. And, you know, look, this is serious content, folks. So if you're not taking what I'm saying seriously, then I don't know what you are taking seriously. You know what I mean? All right. So, okay. So what is it? Well, last week I said that it appears, based on a lot of evidence, that this has to do with digital identity in the EU. They're looking to upgrade their digital identity system. And interestingly enough, there's a gentleman named Andrea Servida. This is Andrea Servida's bio on Twitter. My interests are e-digital EU, e-gov, e-IDAS, KM and digital identities. I lead KM and innovative systems at DG Connect of European Commission. Okay, the European Commission, who is in charge of legislation for the entire EU, right? So he is the guy, the connect for digital identity. It just so happens that Andrea Servida has been tweeting about Digibyte since 2018. He tweeted this. Last September, Digibyte Coin tweeted, great 1.5 hour meeting with Andrea Servida and Antum Id about authentication. Hashtag DigiPassword, hashtag DigiTrust, and Soyo ID to be launched by the cooperating parties Antum Id, Digibyte, and Softtech. That was September 3rd of last year. Okay. So, look, Andrea Servida, who basically is a lead person for digital identity in Europe, has been connected with Digibyte for several years, and they've been talking. Digibyte Blockchain is a first mover in this space with DigiID. Okay? So this is a fantastic news because, you know, Bitcoin is successful because they're a first mover. And this is, I mean, other blockchains now can do this kind of authentication and they're working on it. Ethereum, there's stuff on Algorand. You know, people are wising up to this is a big problem that needs to be solved. And we talked a lot about this last week in my last video. We talked about it in my Threefold video. So, you know, check out my previous videos. We're not going to completely flesh this out today. Rudy Bouwman's Twitter profile bio says, Vice Chair, Digibyte Foundation, we know this. Member of the Threefold Wisdom Council, okay. And the Advisory Board of VIDT Datalink. And you might as well add Antum Id. I'm sure that they are also affiliated. I mean, look, you got VIDT Datalink, I believe is out of the Netherlands. You have the Digibyte Foundation based out of the Netherlands. You have Threefold out of Belgium, Antum Id out of Belgium. Like they're all, look, they're either working on digital identity or they're working to decentralize wooden boots and good beer. You know what I mean? Put maybe wooden boot beer glasses. Oh, you know what you should do, Rudy, is you should go to Chimay and get Chimay Blue, right? Have them call it Digibrew. Digibrew Brew. Digibrew Blue. Digibrew Brew. Come on. I'm sure you got to hook up with those monks, those Trappist monks. All right. So look, let's break this down a little bit. You got Threefold Wisdom Council. Okay, so they want to decentralize the internet, and they also want you to own your own data. Okay, cool. Antum Id. Antum Id is a password manager. You get to secure your passwords, and they hold all your passwords without actually holding all your passwords. Really cool technology. Awesome. VIDT Datalink. Okay, so they work with companies like IBM. That's a big company. You heard of it? IBM, and they certify and authenticate documents. Sounds very, very useful. Maybe you have a wallet with all of your important documents, like a driver's license or a passport or a birth certificate or whatever, and you want this all digital and you want it secured. Well, a company like VIDT Datalink has been working with IBM to do stuff like that. And we also know in the past, Antum Id and other things, the name Microsoft has been floated around. And we also know that I think that before Rudy had this as his bio, I believe maybe his bio said bridging Digibyte Blockchain to the corporate world or something like that. Am I right about that? I think I remember that correctly. So you start to hear companies like IBM, start to hear companies like Microsoft. You understand the connection of Andrea Servida and the European Commission. There's just a lot, man. That's some heavy hitters. And Digibyte is at the center of it. So what does it all mean? Like, what does it mean? If it's not wooden shoes and good beer, what does it mean? It is a bit of a tangled web because you have Threefold. They use the Stellar blockchain for their native token TFT. And VIDT Datalink uses Digibyte blockchain, but they also use Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. So there's a lot of different chains here. I mean, what's going on? Like, what is this going to look like? What is this big enterprise? What if Digibyte is teaming up with Microsoft? Jesus. There's something happening here with these different entities. And I believe it's something happening with Digibyte Foundation and Digibyte, and Antum Id and Threefold and VIDT Datalink. That seems like a group of folks that are coming together to take over Europe and being the first mover, the first people to take the European Union and to secure their digital identities in a real way. So that's fucking exciting and bullish. And then on the other side, so we're just talking about Europe because that's where all the exciting stuff seems to be happening. And that's, Rudy's very vocal and reaching out to BitBoy and all of these other people, and and BitBoy's talking about it, and it's obviously this news is going to be centered around Europe. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. But there's also exciting stuff happening on our side of the pond in America. Like, you got DigiAsset X coming. There's a new upgrade coming. There is a buddy of mine on Twitter. He shared an article recently that was breaking down how Jared Tate used to be a Senate page, and in late 2019 he was meeting with American officials, and he was talking about all this stuff. Like, was there anything concrete? Did anything concrete come from that? Texas is becoming the center of a lot of what's happening in cryptocurrency in the United States, and Jared Tate, the creator of Digibyte, is down there in Texas. So we'll see if there's anything that we get from the United States government in Digibyte. All right, everybody. I've talked enough. I hope you enjoy these videos. I'm having some fun. Hey, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, as always, do your homework.